Welcome to the Wonder With Me podcast, where I, Dr. Tonia Winchester, invite you to get curious with me about all things mind-body healing, especially how we can unlock the incredible healing power of our unconscious minds, so that we can all get out of stress mode and go back into healing mode. We'll talk about how you can easily create healthy, sustainable self-care habits so that you can calm your mind, sleep deeply, wake rested, and enjoy happy, energized days. Ultimately, so that you can make a bigger difference in your well-being and that of your family and the world around you. These casual chats are for educational purposes only and don't constitute a therapeutic relationship. With all that said, let's get this episode underway. Come wonder with me. Hey, welcome back to the Wonder With Me podcast. I am your hostess, coach and/or Dr. Tonia Winchester. This is season 1, episode 2, Preventing Burnout, 20 Ways to Keep Calm. Now, if you listened to episode 1, you would have heard me deep in my mucus fill. This recording was done a little bit after that, and my voice was still pretty weak. So, as much as I've tried to turn up the volume on the voice here, I can't go much further without there being a lot of background fuzz. This must have been before I got a better, more clear microphone. So I apologize for any background fuzz. The message is still crisp, so I encourage you to listen with an open heart and just get a sense of how you can generate and create more periods of active rest in your life. Let's get wondering. 20 active rest possibilities to create calm and balance in your life. I was knocked down pretty hard by COVID. I haven't been that sick in a long time. Probably since when I was a kid. Until that point, I had been riding through the pandemic physically unscathed. Frankly, I didn't expect I would get so sick. I live a healthy life and my habits are aligned to and supportive of my immune regulation and balance. But wow, did it ever hit me. All I could do was attempt to sleep. Sometimes it hurt to open my eyes. I had a 3-day fever. Halfway through, my back started spasming. That made it incredibly uncomfortable to cough, which means I was uncomfortable a lot. One morning, I just cried copiously. Thankfully, that day I had a session with my brain-based transformation coach and teacher. She helped me just as I help my clients to look at what was happening in a different way. She helped me to remember that the miserable symptoms that my intelligent immune system was creating against the virus had an intended benefit or purpose. She prompted me, "What were you meant to learn from this?" And what arose spontaneously from my unconscious mind was this: I need rest. True confessions here, I'm not great at a specific type of rest. I call it active rest, where you push the pause button on the busyness of life and just, well, pause. This is different from what I call passive rest, aka sleep. I'm very good at that type of rest. I sleep well and I have good nighttime hygiene and bedtime routines. But it's hard for me to actively rest because I typically want the time I spend to have some sort of measurable outcome at the end of it. Empty space on the calendar? No thanks. I must keep doing things. Often, if I have a spare 30 minutes, I'll doodle a drawing or write a letter. I'll read a chapter of a book to improve my knowledge in an area or to give me more tools to help my clients. At the end of the 30 minutes, I will have accomplished something, and I get the satisfaction of putting a little check mark in a box. The type of active rest I'm talking about does not meet the criteria of being able to check a specific box when it's done. I'm sharing this because I have a feeling that this may not just be a me problem. I suspect that this is a societal, human problem, and maybe that's you too. Are you somebody who has trouble pushing the pause button? For the 6 months before contracting COVID, I took very little, if any, pause. I was working tirelessly to get my book, Smiling in the Shower, out into the world. And yet under the surface, I was saying to myself, I need rest, I need a break, I need time to rest. So when this opportunistic virus came along, the conditions inside my mind and body were perfect for it to land and take hold. I'm wondering if I'd been purposely choosing more active rest, if I would have gotten so sick. Of course, it's impossible to know for sure, but I do know that if it was the rest I needed, COVID was an awful way to experience it. The type of active rest I'm talking about used to feel totally unproductive to me. There's no checkbox. That used to be my belief system around it and is likely why I didn't commit to it. However, now I see that active rest is differently productive. Just like sleeping 8 hours a night is differently productive than exercising 30 to 60 minutes every day, active rest is a different type of productivity. I realized when my unconscious mind told me that I needed rest, that I needed to have a plan. I needed to cultivate and schedule periods of active rest on a regular basis. While there'll be times of spontaneous active rest, I'm also committing to putting it on the calendar because, as Marie Forleo says, if it's not scheduled, it's not real. In order to help me do this, I wrote a list of active rest possibilities. I thought I would share it with you in case you're stuck in the modern society go, go, go mentality like I was. Hopefully this will inspire you to be proactive about finding pockets of balance in your life and your day so that you experience resilience even and especially in the face of challenges. And who knows, maybe it will even boost your immune system. Upon first glance, the list looks like it's full of unproductive things because there appears to be no outcome that happens as a result. From the outside, it might seem like you're doing nothing. What's important is that from the inside, it feels like you're doing everything in a good, kind, present, and compassionate way. And that is the purpose. The intention is to pause and connect to an internal sense of well-being and to the awareness that is all around you. And it's also very helpful to inspire your creativity. Before I share the list, here are some guidelines to make the best out of your active rest time. Put your phone away, far away. Keeping it close will be too tempting to pick it up out of habit, just in case someone has reached out. If you need your phone for your timer, then keep it on silent or do not disturb. I have a $10 timer from the kitchen store, so I don't need to have my phone nearby at all. Get as close to nature as possible, even if you're inside looking out a window. Pick one of your 5 senses to focus on, or engage as many senses as possible. Check in with each one in turn. What are you seeing, hearing, feeling against your skin or body, smelling, even tasting? Go solo. You'll get the most out of this type of active rest when you're on your own. This is about pausing the external world and pressing play on the magic that is swirling around within your inner world. Side note here, if you're being alone with your thoughts feels scary to you, that is completely understandable, and it's exactly what I help my clients with. It's possible that there may be past experiences and even traumas that are causing this discomfort. In that case, I highly encourage you to reach out and see if working together could be a good fit. I help my clients change their internal landscape so that they're primed for ease and peace and calmness in their minds and bodies. It's possible to change the internal tape so that you love hanging out with your inside self. Okay, back to a few more pointers before I get to the list. Put this time on your calendar. You can even start with 1 minute and build up over several days to 15 or 20 minutes. Be open to your inner experience and mega creativity downloads. You're going to be deeply connected to resourceful ideas. It might be helpful to have a pen and notebook, not your phone, nearby. Avoid verbal or oral input from others. This means skip any shows, podcasts, books, documentaries, etc. Okay, here we go. 20 ways to get the benefits of active rest. 1. Sit in nature. Any kind of natural environment will do. If the weather stinks, sit by a window. Watch how the raindrops run down the glass. Number 2. Find a body of water that moves. It could be a stream, river, ocean, or even a pond or lake on a slightly breezy day. Watch it. Listen to it. Number 3. Fire gaze. Let your eyes dance gently over the flames of a candle or fireplace as they unpredictably move about. Yes, the fire channel on the TV counts in a pinch. 4. Swing in a hammock. 5. Forest bathe. Find a spot in the woods to watch and listen to the wind in the trees. Breathe deeply and smell the fresh scents. 6. Plant yourself on a park bench or picnic blanket and gaze at the world as it moves past you or around you. 7. Practice Tai Chi or Qigong. 8. Walk a labyrinth if you have access to one in your community, or do a walking meditation by walking very slowly. Barefoot is helpful. Notice how your feet feel with each step. Number 9, get down on the floor with your dog and put your hand on their belly and feel them as they breathe, as they sleep and rest. Number 10, watch art process videos on YouTube with the sound and subtitles turned off. Just observe people creating things in a soft and distant way. Number 11, have a bath. Number 12, dunk in a hot tub. Number 13, enjoy Bowen therapy. Ask the therapist to have a silent session. Number 14, book a craniosacral therapy session. Ditto on asking for the silent session. 15, watch nature documentaries with the sound off. Let your mind wander as you imagine what the animals are doing. Number 16, if you're in a noisy environment, put on headphones and listen to a beautiful, soothing piece of lyric-free music. Number 17, listen to a podcast in a language that you don't know how to speak or understand. Do this while finding something to let your gaze rest on. Any of the above ideas will do. Number 18, pet your cat while they purr. Number 19, go to an aquarium or pet store and watch the fish swim about. Number 20, lie in the grass and consider the clouds as they float by. To reiterate, whatever type of active rest you choose, your focus is about awareness and all the things that you can be aware of through your senses. It's less about the interpretation or creating meaning and entirely about observing and being aware. This type of still and conscious presence connects the outer and inner worlds and brings you more in alignment to the beauty that's all around you. Being aware of this beauty is incredibly revitalizing. And know this, since you're made of the same matter that you're becoming aware of in your active rest practices, know that that beauty is within you as well. Sometimes you just have to stop and rest for a minute or 15 to remember this. In my work as a brain-based transformation coach, I help women who are struggling with stress, burnout, anxiety, and insomnia to calm their minds, sleep deeply, and find joy and energy in their lives again. And a big part of what I do is helping them become okay with being present and tuned into what's going on inside and around them. If this is something you're looking for help with, let's hop on a discovery call to find out if how I love to help is a match for where you're at and what you're seeking. Take good care. Thank you for listening, and may you choose to make all your dreams come true. Hey, thanks for wondering with me today. If you've got something good out of this, then please forward this episode along to the people who you know could benefit. Be sure to subscribe, and if you're really keen, you leaving us a rating and review helps us to help more people, so thank you in advance for that. If you're wanting more insights about how you can leverage the power of your unconscious mind to go back into healing mode, head on over to ToniaWinchester.com, where you'll find my book, Breakthrough the Insomnia Cycle, and other helpful ideas. Thanks again, and we'll connect on the next episode of the Wonder With Me podcast. In the meantime, may you choose to make all of your dreams come true.